Hi everyone, welcome to our Wednesday night sew along. I'm super excited to be here with you and be doing an evening sew along with you guys. I really enjoyed this the last time we did this with a little bit of a smaller project, a mini quilt, and we're going to do it again with a mini quilt. So it seems to work out really well to do an evening sew along with a little bit smaller project. So I'm really excited to do that with you guys. We are going to be sewing up this really fun, let me make sure I have it right side up, this really fun Walking on Sunshine mini quilt. I have to lean. Maybe I'll do it this way, lean this way. So this is the Walking on, oh, it's getting a little bit of a glare. Let me go back this way. There, now you can see it a little bit better. Walking on Sunshine mini quilt. This is from my book, Make It Mini. And we are going to make this quilt. And it's so fun, you guys, because there's curved blocks, there's a little bit of embroidery. It's kind of a mix of a lot of different things. And even if you've never done curves or embroidery, we are going to get you all ready to go and to do this. It's going to be so fun. So I just want to say hi, see who's here, and then we will dive into talking about our little mini quilt that we're going to do. This will be a little bit of a shorter video than we normally have because it's just our kickoff video. This is to kind of tell you about our schedule and to talk about the different things that we're going to talk about over the next 5 weeks. And of course to have a giveaway because I love having giveaways, you guys know that. So we're not gonna be here super long, but I can't wait to show you guys a little bit more close-ups on the quilt, and then we're gonna talk about fabric in a minute. But let's see who's here. Let's see, over on YouTube, we have Helen. She's excited to join live. I'm excited you're here too, Helen. And sorry, I say your name wrong every time. I'm so sorry. Allison's here, Stephanie's here. Hey, Stephanie, I'm so glad. Teresa's here, Yvette. Wow, we have a great big group over on YouTube. And Anne-Marie, Christine's here. She's never done curves, time to learn. Exactly, Christine. These are not scary. These are little bitty curves, super gentle, and we're gonna do this. This isn't too crazy. Over on Facebook, Laura's here, Tony's here, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. I'm glad you like the evening option. That's great. And Teresa's here. Excuse me, Maxine is here, and Dorothy, and Teresa says loves giveaways too. Yay! Oh, and Martha just joined in over on YouTube. Hi, Martha. So you guys, this is going to be really fun. And one of the most fun things about this quilt, well, let's talk about the schedule before we'll just start off talking about our schedule. So here's our schedule. We are going to, today's the 8th and today's our kickoff. And then next week, we are going to talk about sewing up our blocks. So we will talk about piecing those curves together and practice making blocks, and if we need to, squaring them up, different things like that. Then the next week we're going to assemble our quilt tops, and the reason we do this is because the embroidery stitches are throughout the center section of the mini quilt, so we have to sew our mini quilt together first before we can do our embroidery stitches. And then on embroidery stitch week we are going to learn back stitch, satin stitch, and French knots. And then on the last week we are going to talk about putting it all together and finishing, and how to quilt with embroidery on your project. So I want to show you a little bit of a close-up here on what we're looking at. So you can see that this quilt is made up of 16 blocks. I should have specified this quilt is from my Make It Mini book. There are 13 projects in here, and they all have a little touch of embroidery. So they're not huge projects. They're great for quick gift ideas or cute little decor around your home. I put mini quilts up all over my house. They're so fun. And these all have a little bit of embroidery, and you can add your embroidery, or if you feel like you really don't want to, though we're going to teach you and I'm going to get you addicted to embroidery, you don't have to put it in. Especially on this little mini quilt, it looks really sweet even without the embroidery. But we are going to add our embroidery in. So you do have to purchase the book. I have it linked in my shop, and you can easily pick it up, and I'll get it out in the mail to you this week. You'll have plenty of time to join in. This is the last project in the book, and in it is all the instructions for how much fabric you'll need and cutting, and it also has, of course, all the instructions for finishing, and it also has the pattern and the templates for the blocks. So you do need the book in order to join in with us on this mini quilt. You can purchase it in a PDF download form from Martingale directly. I don't have that link in today's video description, but I can add it later. Or you can search Martingale Publishing and then search in their website, the Make It Mini book. Martingale is going out of business, which is very sad, but you can right now buy the PDFs from them, and then after a little bit I will also have a PDF copy, so that if you want to just print out the quilt you're going to do, it's easy to do that way. Or if you're overseas and you don't want to pay shipping, hopefully that will help out a little bit. But if you want the PDF now, head to the Martingale website and you'll be able to find the Make It Mini digital copy there. So that'll make it really easy for you. So make sure you pick up a copy of Make It Mini before next week. And then we're going to cut out and we're going to sew these blocks. There are 16 of these cute little blocks in it. And one of the best things about this quilt is because we're doing curves, they're very gentle curves, but we're also not matching up every single block with the circles. Like, there are a lot of really fun ways to lay out these blocks. You could get some cool different pictures just by how you turn the block, but the only 4 that we have to actually line up the curve edge on are the 4 center ones. The rest are very forgiving, and it doesn't really matter if your circle is in a perfect quarter circle. So we're going to talk about all that next week. But then you'll also be able to see that this cute design is embroidered in the center. This is a back stitch, and then the leaves are satin stitches, and then we have little French knots. And so what I did is I picked embroidery floss colors that matched my fabrics. So you're going to want to do the same. This fabric is the quilt is walking on sunshine. This fabric is actually called Saturday in Paris. It's from Christopher Thompson of Riley Blake Designs. This came out, I want to say about a year ago, but you might still be able to find it in stores if you want to use this exact same fabric. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm making a sort of Valentine-ish, but not really Valentine-ish quilt because I want to be able to leave it up all spring long. So I want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Oh, Maxine said Make It Mini is just a fun book, good variety of minis. Thank you, Maxine. That's so kind of you. Yay. And Laura says she loves the book. Dawn does too. Perfect for kittens. I love it, Dawn. Dorothy said the book is so worth it because all the projects are very cute. Great pictures and clear instructions. Y'all are making me blush. Oh my goodness, you're just the best. Hi, Carrie. I'm so glad you're here. So she's here to do curves too. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, so let me show y'all. So I'm using At First Sight by Danny Mogstad for Riley Blake Designs. And this is a really cute collection, y'all. And the fun thing about this mini is that it is 5-inch stacker friendly. So our templates will fit on a 5-inch stacker. So if you have a few pieces left over from a 5-inch stacker, you want to pick up a 5-inch stacker, they're so reasonable. You can do that. So I want to flip through. I'm going to pick 16 of these cute little ones to use for my blocks, but I kind of wanted to flip through here and show you some of them. This is a really sweet collection, and it's just arriving in stores now, so you should be able to find it. I have it linked in the video description today to Fat Quarter Shop if you want to check it out. I really love this green leaf print. Isn't that so cute? Oh, and then a tiny wee floral. I haven't looked all the way through this, so these are new to me too. This is really cute, little geometric circles, little dots print. I don't know if y'all can tell that those are little dots. So cute. Okay, and then the mane comes in this pretty white, and there's another white. Oh, and look at that. This is so cute. It's kind of just a little line drawing, almost gemstone looking heart. And you guys can't tell, but there is a bit of a little glitter sheen to that. Oh, that's so cute. So this would be a really cute Valentine's quilt. Valentine's next week. So we're still going to leave this up year round. And a little stripe. And then that geometric heart comes in a pink. Let's see. We have a tiny pink floral. Another pink geometric dot. Ooh, look at this vine in the pink. Isn't that so sweet? Look, and a little pink floral with some roses. Pink geometric circles. Oh, and y'all look here. This rose with the little vines in the roses. That's stunning. Oh, and then there's a bunch of black prints. Oh, this is going to look really fun with this quilt. So I'm going to add in a few of these blacks. This is the main, and then this is a smaller floral. And then it also comes in, oh, a wee tiny floral. Look how sweet this little ditzy floral is. Isn't that cute? And then that little geometric heart print comes in the black, and then there's a plaid. So I'm going to spend some time this week picking through all of my favorites. I had ordered 2 pink stripes, and I pulled the wrong one for this little stack. So I'm going to use this one that's a little bit more blush rather than this like super pinky one. So we'll save that for another project. And then I ordered this green mane floral. Look how pretty this is, you guys, as my border. And then I went ahead, since this isn't a very big quilt, I went ahead and ordered this softer floral for the back. So it makes it nice to do a mini quilt. I don't know, I like to add a little bit of something cute and floral on the back side because it, I don't know, you know it's there and it just looks really fun and cute. Especially if you're using it for a table topper or something like that. Or if you're putting it maybe on your front door, then it looks cute from both sides if you have windows on your door. So lots of options for you there. And I'm going to check the size of the mini quilt while I'm thinking of it because I didn't tell you guys what it is. So it's 22 by 22. So that's our finished quilt size with the border. You can see there's a background border and then there's a print border and then of course the binding. So that is our cute little project that we're going to do. And I'm going to flip back here really quick. So if you guys have questions about our schedule or anything like that, let me know. I'm always happy to answer questions. Judy's here from Vermont. Such pretty fabrics. Yeah, it's really fun. I like the blend in that collection. The fun thing about this quilt is you almost have a patchwork vibe to it with the different blocks the way that they are. So it's fun to use a collection or even scrap fabrics if you want. I have it. There's Eiffel Towers on here and this quilt really doesn't have an up and a down. But it bothers me if the Eiffel Towers are upside down. So that's why I always take a minute and turn it. So it just has more of a colorful patchwork feel. And then your wreath really stands out if you have a lot of different varieties in your prints. That being said, you can do this as a 2-color quilt if you wanted to do like black and white or red and white or anything like that. That would be really fun. But like I said before, the pieces aren't very big. They would fit on a 5-inch stacker. So feel free to dive into your stash, you know, find a border print that you have a little bit more of first, and then just start pulling from your stash for the blocks. Or you could dive in. I have Daisy Fields still in the shop, so you could dive in with a pretty blue and green and yellow quilt. I think that would be really sweet too, if you wanted to. I do have plenty of 5-inch stackers in the shop if you want to pick one up. Or you can go to Fat Quarter Shop and get the yardage for the border as well. So You know what? I'm going to just really quick tell you, if you would like, if you don't have your book and you want to join in, I'm going to tell you how much border and background fabric. So you need the 5x5" squares for the pieces. You need 1/3 of a yard of your solid fabric for your background. You need 3/8 of a yard for your border, and then 1/4 of a yard for your binding. And then your backing you're going to want bigger than 22 by 22. So we're recommending 26 by 26. So that's the fabric requirements that you're going to need. And that way, if you want to, go ahead and order the book and order your fabrics. We'll be all ready to start sewing next week. Now, if you don't have your fabrics or your book by next week, don't stress out. These videos, I will be doing the live tutorials, just like we do on Mondays, but they're available for you to watch at any time. So you don't have to watch live. You can check it out later in the week, or, you know, if your fabric comes in a couple days late, the video will be available for you to watch at any time. So easy peasy. Teresa asked if I use DMC for the embroidery, and if so, do you use double thread or just one strand? So Teresa, I use Aurifil for my embroidery. You can absolutely use DMC. They're comparable. They're both 6-strand embroidery floss, and all the stitching on that is done with 2 strands of embroidery floss. So I hope that helps. All right, so the other thing I wanted to let you guys know is on Wednesday nights, so on my Monday videos, if you've ever checked those out, I do tend to do like a little, at the beginning of the video, a little update about what's been going on in the blog, projects that I've shared for the week, that kind of thing. I'm not going to do that on Wednesday nights. It's evenings, so I want to keep our videos a little bit shorter if I can. So if you're wanting to check out, even if you're not making up the Country Daisies quilt with us, you can still tune in and join in. I would love that. You can check out the first 15 minutes or so for all the updates on the blog and what's been going on and what's coming up. And then, you know, if you want to hop off while we sew, or if you want to just stay and hang out with us, that's okay too. But I just wanted to let you know, if you're joining in, excuse me. You guys, I got the cutest mug for my kids in my stocking this year. It's a little bus. Isn't it so cute? It's a little floral, like VW type bus. I love it so much. I have good kids. So I just didn't want you, if you're joining in with both sew-alongs, I'm not going to weigh you down with double the information as far as all that extra stuff. So feel free to, if you're not joining in on Mondays, check out our Monday videos for all of those updates as well. Okay, so, all right, yay. Oh, Erin, no panic. She just realized it was, well, 8:17 for Erin, but it's it's 7:18 here for us in the Central Time. So we're just checking out fabric and getting started. You're in just time for the giveaway, Erin. So every week I like to have a giveaway for our sew-alongs. It's just my way of saying thank you to you guys for tuning in, for joining us. I know you have a lot of options for sew-alongs, for videos to watch. And so the fact that you guys hang out with me means a lot to me. So it's my way of saying thank you. And also just, they're really fun. So what I'm giving away this week, let's switch back to our other camera. What I'm giving away this week is this little fun stack. So I have a copy of Make It Mini for you. If you have already purchased this book, which I understand that a lot of you might because you're already here for our sew-along, you can choose my other book, Retro Stitchery, or you can choose 2 quilt patterns from my shop. But if you don't have Make It Mini, then this will get you started on your projects. And then that fabric that I just showed you at first sight is, I have 3 5-inch stackers of it for you. So you can use one of them for this project, or you can save these 3 because you could do a pretty good size quilt with 3 5-inch stackers. So I have these for you, 3 5-inch stackers of At First Sight. And then I ordered you guys some fun things. I have a few of these to give away over the next few months, but I just absolutely fell in love with this little Liberty. I'm gonna open it. It's a little tomato or apple pin cushion, and it's made with Liberty fabrics, you guys. Look how sweet this is. it's got a little felt leaf on the top and it's glued down so you're not going to lose it. But I don't know if you guys know, Riley Blake is the official distributor of Liberty quilting cottons. So if you get any Liberty quilting cottons, they're distributed from Riley Blake Designs. And of course, Liberty fabrics are amazing, right? So I have this very, very sweet little pincushion for you made up in Liberty fabrics. I think it's so cute. So I'm super excited. This will come with your little giveaway package. Giveaways are super, super easy to enter. All you have to do is leave a comment on the video. I can see how many people are watching, but I can't see who's watching. So you have to leave a comment to enter, and you can do that on Facebook or on YouTube. And you can do that whether you're watching live or you're watching later in the week. So as long as you comment before next Wednesday, your comment counts as your entry, and it can be international or within the US. I'm good with it all. So leave a comment, and next week I will announce the winner of the giveaway, and there will be a new giveaway to join in with. So it's going to be really fun, and we're just going to dive in and start sewing next week. It's going to be great. We're going to talk a little bit first about how to trace the template and cut the blocks out, and then we're going to start, we're going to sew through a block and or two, and then we're going to talk about trimming it up and making sure it's nice and tidy. So I hope you guys join me next week. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was really fun to hang out with you, even if it was a little bit on the shorter side. And oh, Stephanie, the book is sold out. On my website, it's sold out. Okay, I have enough. I just need to update the amount in my shop. So as soon as I get off of the video, I will update that. We should be fine there. I have plenty. When I found out that Martingale was going out of business, I ordered a ton. So I just need to update that real quick. So thank you for letting me know, and I will update it in my shop as soon as we get off the video. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have the great rest of your week. And if you're joining us for the Country Daisies Sew Along on Mondays, I will see you Monday. If not, I'll see you here next Wednesday night. Thank you guys. Looking forward to sewing with you. Bye-bye.